Welcome and welcome back to Practical Notions Tarot. My name is Jess, your most humble host, and I'm back. I'm back with another pick a card reading. Hashtag Tarot Monday. If you were seeing this, you happen to come across this video, yeah, I'm filming this over the weekend. So it'll be ready for you on hashtag Tarot Monday. And I hope that you had a great weekend by the time you view this. Yeah. So, hey, so the topic of discussion is... okay, so how are you shocking others with your glow up? Ooh, yeah, I know it's harvest time. It is. So yeah, I know you've been working hard. You've been putting in that work, sowing those seeds. So what are you harvesting with this glow up? How are you shocking others? All right, so you already know the real deal here. Whatever picture that you resonate with, you choose it. You choose it. Yeah. All right. And I'm going to ring the bell. While you're doing that, I'm going to ring the bell for my spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors. So if you are sensitive to loud noises, please cover your ears for your safety. Here we go. All right. I'm going to light some Palo Santo to call in the highest order of our ancestors, guardian angels, and spirit guides. The ones that want to show us for real where to go. You know, giving us the guidance that we need at the time we need it. Yeah. As you know, around this time is around the season that I'm recording this is right in between Halloween and Thanksgiving. So you know families are gathering. You know they're gathering. And so you know you may got some haterators in your family. So this is the time where you're gonna stunt on them. Yeah, with that glow up, because you never gave up on yourself like they wanted you to. So here we go. We're gonna clear out that energy. Yeah. You are going places because I'm hearing a motorcycle up and down my neighborhood. Okay, you are going places. All right, so hopefully you were able to make your selection, and I will see you on the other side. Okay, Pile 1, thank you for joining me on the other side. How are you shocking others with your glow up this harvest season? Oh, I'm seeing that, yeah, a lot of folks saw that you have had to really come back from the dead almost. I that's what I'm seeing here. Broken dreams, Page of Cups in reverse. You've been using your duty, your duty, security, and pragmatic energy to ground some things, and it's mostly in the creative space here, but you've been using the broken dreams energy here, Cancer, Virgo, Pisces energy of manipulative energy, obsession, inner child wounds, canceled events, creative blocks, to turn things around in your favor. You've come up with something more passionate and loving that's fulfilling you at this time. So whatever people thought that, because I've actually heard some people say this to me too because of it, because I actually wanted to be a doctor. Won't tell you what type of doctor, but yeah, I won't go into that, but I wanted to be a doctor, and people that had not seen me in a long time, they happened to come across me a few times, and they were like, "Oh, weren't you going to such and such to how far along are you in your doctorate program?" And I'm like, okay. Didn't do that, change in direction, but it almost makes me feel like for you all, as I felt at that time, you know, like, what are you really trying to say? Huh? Okay, so you come up with something new and passionate, and I really feel like for this pile, it's like you're just a soulful energy here. You go with wherever you're aligned. This is what I'm feeling here. Because you have a new passion for love and life. You attract what you want. You go for it. You're igniting the desire within. You're an aphrodisiac to so many. Yeah, that's why they're trying to keep up with you. That's what's going on here. You just don't like so many people that want to engage with you. They feel like they have this ultimate chemistry with you. Like you're just fertile. Everything you touch is it's like fertile ground, and it grows. You got the succulents here, resilience. And it's a 38, which is 11 in numerology. You got a deeper vision for where you want to go. I'm telling you, for this pile, you are soul aligned. And for those of you who are trying to get there, don't worry. It will come in time, divine timing. Yeah, follow me, practicalnotionsmedia.com. You know, I'm going in deeper in detail on how to find that your route here, your route to success here, you know? And I do have a free guide you can check out. Yeah, go to practicalnotionsmedia.com. Okay. And so, yeah, people see that you have a better vision, not the broken dreams one that you thought that's where you were going. It just wasn't quite aligned. That's all. You didn't fail. All right. And it's how you're glowing up. You're shocking people by your sharp turn in direction. And when I began the intro for this video, I heard motorcycles. Yeah, I did. I heard motorcycles. So yeah, 5:51 on the clock. That's 11. Yeah, I heard motorcycles taking off real fast. So yeah, you made a sharp turn. It feels like the chariot energy here. In a new direction here, because you got spontaneity next after succulents. Not all steps require a plan. Release fear, follow your joy, and trust in divine timing. Yeah, you are on a fresh start. Idealistic, free-spirited in the way you're going here. Yeah, a new journey with this Ace of Wands. Followed by mirror, facing yourself and others, reflective relationships, self-awareness. What you see is you. And back to the story I was telling you about, a little bit of my situation here. Yeah. People just assume that I'm always gonna be that same mundane person. And actually, I change a lot. I come into awareness a lot through a lot of experiences around me, and I feel the room around me. If I feel like, oh, this doesn't feel aligned to me, doesn't feel like something I should continue to stay in, I switch directions real fast. I have no problem with leaving and not looking back. Seriously, I'm telling you. Okay. And your hand card, HINT. Yes, Venus in the 6th house, Virgo. I analyze. This is what I'm saying. These definitely one right after the other. Confirmation right here. Is that you become self-aware at all. I mean, like, it's like every few seconds you're self-aware. Maybe even every second. You look at others and you try to find your alignment in others. And I really feel like if others were more aware of themselves, they would see how far off they would be out of alignment, instead of pointing at you like something is wrong with you and you're just not really putting more effort or putting forth the right amount of effort to change your circumstances. But do you really think something's wrong with you? There was some broken dreams here and there, but it wasn't because you were broken. Yeah. And it says here, dedicated, supportive, dependable, affectionate, realistic, demanding, warrior, helpful, to giving, acts of service, practical, craves appreciation, generous, artsy. And as I'm reading this, it's like people want you they want you to go to them to be validated in some kind of way. You just don't do it. Your spontaneity gets you any and everywhere you want to go. You're resilient. You can grow in any terrain here with the succulents, you know? That's a all-weather type of plant there. Yeah. Although unlikely to give flashy gifts, you show your love through acts of service. You deeply appreciate the little things others take for granted. This is what I'm saying. You can work anywhere. You can do anything you want to do. You appreciate the time for what it is, whether it's biding your time for the next cycle. You know, talk about that too. practicalnotionsmedia.com. Follow me. Yeah, that it's not that you're complaining all the time. You actually take what's being served at this moment and you try to make it your own. You do. All right, so What else, Spirit? What else, Spirit? How is Pile 1's glow up shocking others? Yeah. How are you shocking others with your glow up? Let's see. How are you shocking others with your glow up? Ooh, Knight of Swords. Assertive, direct, impatient, intellectual, doing, oh, daring. Oh, okay. Daring with that Ace of, I see it. Okay. Focused, perfectionist, ambitious. Yeah, you just like literally a Taurus, take the bulls by the horn. You out there. You get out there. You just, whatever it is, let me brainstorm. I want to figure out what this is. And I really feel like you carry a notebook around or something you can write on, or even in your phone, a notepad to jot down little ideas of what's going on, whether you're just relaxing, watching a movie by yourself, with your family, with the kids, with your spouse, your partner, whatever, friends. You know, you're always jotting down notes, and you're literally shocking people when you come up with things that they're like, what are you doing? Like, and and yes, I've been asked that too. Like, I'm like coming out with my mind is always on. I really feel like that's what it is for you. How you're shocking people with your glow up is that you actually follow whatever that is that you're jotting down. You try to see where it goes, because you know the Swords is about the mind. You try to figure out what does this really mean, and you do your research. Yeah, I see a lot of people here that are just really, really smart. They know what they want to. They write down things and they go back and they research it and they see what does this really mean, and they use that research to plan ahead. Look, planning, first steps, making decisions, leaving comfort, taking risks. Confirmation with the spontaneity, the Fool. Yeah, you don't care. You follow the vision. 38. Which reduces to 11 in numerology. You follow the vision, and as your markers, this is how you're shocking people, is with the people in your energy, people you run into. You're so self-aware that you can tell if you're in alignment or not, and this is what's shocking people. Like, how did you know that? Like, are you psychic? Yeah. Oh yeah, you do leave people in the wake. That's what I'm saying. Like I was saying, if it don't make sense to me, if I feel like I'm not gelling with you, or I'm out of alignment in some kind of way in my life, and how I know that is when I lose something, or I miss something, or something decreases in my life. That's how I know that I'm out of alignment. And so this is what I do. I see the loss, the grief, the disappointment, the sadness, and yeah, if I have to mourn or get this, or maybe a little even depressed here, you know, discontented, feeling let down, that means I'm out of alignment and I move on. Yeah, it's not worth it to keep analyzing something that I know that's not right for me, you know, and I'm not gonna allow you, whoever it is doing this to me, to make me feel like I need your validation in order to be great at something. You know what I'm saying? And I really feel like this is how you roll. This is how you move. Yeah, you got the 8 of Pentacles: skill, talent, craftsmanship, quality, high standards, expertise, mastery, commitment, dedication, accomplishment. Yeah, you're taking all of this skill set and you're moving along accordingly. Yeah. Yeah, you got the Swords, you got the Wands, and you got the Cups here. Yeah, so yeah, you just keep it moving. You keep it pushing. And then with that earthy vibe, yeah, I don't see earthy on here exactly. I don't see, well, yes, I do. Okay. Let me rewind. You got the Pentacles. So you got all of the elements here, right here, for you to actually make something good of yourself, to actually put forth that effort to change your life. And I really feel like you all are the magicians of each pile. out of all three of the piles, I feel like, from when I was like, you know, divvying up the cards and stuff like that. I really feel like you all love to transmute energy and alchemize it into something else. And that's exactly what you do. You're a brand new person, and people are wondering, like, why are you always changing? Why are you so edgy? Why are you doing this? Why? And they're shocked because you do it so rapidly. I'm telling you, I thought I heard the motorcycle run up and down the street, multiple of them. So yeah, you swiftly make that change and you don't care. You just keep, the party just keeps continually to go, you know? This is what I'm feeling. Yeah. And what else, Spirit? Last message in the bottle. The visionary here. I'll tell you, the visionary. Ooh, okay. Two of them fell out. Bottom of the deck, fame. Yeah, you're slated for it, Pile 1. How are you shocking people? You're going to be famous. Yeah. Your glow up is going to cause fame, public recognition, inspiration, cultivate confidence, believe in your unique talent, shine in authority. Yeah, let me read the rest of these. You got all the elements here. I'm shocked. Look at that. With your new beginning. Okay. You got stability. Clarity. Okay, clarity, stability, and fame. I'm telling you, just write in order. Like your steps are being ordered. Does that make any sense? Like your steps are being ordered. And it says 9 here, clarity, sharpen mental clarity and focus. Make decisions confidently. Quiet the mind, let go of overthinking. Oh, yeah. And 9 is the end of a cycle, you know, and then you start back at 1. So, yeah, that makes a total sense with your new beginning, the Fool. All right. And then you got 24 stability, which is 6. In numerology, 2 and 4 is a 6. In numerology, stability is strengthening, create balance, reflect on past successes, set achievable goals, be adaptable. Yeah, and I do see that. I see that your steps are being ordered and you actually take up the vision, you make it plain and clear with this clarity card, and you stabilize it with your movements. You're always constantly at that checkpoint of the mirror here. You're checking to see if am I in the right alignment by the people that show up in your life. If you're not in the right alignment, you keep it pushing. You follow your 8 of Pentacles. All right, hopefully this makes sense to you. Hopefully it resonated. All right, how are you shocking people? How are you shocking others with your glow up? They didn't believe you had it in you. But honey, you are following the right steps, the right order. Your steps are being ordered. This is why. Broken dreams, smoking dreams. I don't know. That's their problem. They wanted you to go through them for validation in order for your dreams to be actual good dreams. And Spirit is saying, no, thank you. We order it. We order his or her steps, and that's how it's going to be. So yeah, they have a new passionate start because we ordered their steps. All right. So if this resonated with you, please like, comment, and subscribe. You're welcome to follow me to piles 2 and 3. If not, I will see you in the next pick a card reading. And please continue to design and or create a life that makes sense to you, because that is the only way you're going to be happy. Yes, yes. Thank you again for joining me, and you take care. Hey, pile 2. Welcome back to the other side. Okay, let's spray. Roo in the house. Okay. Yeah. I always say this pile smells so good. I don't know why, but I always get that feeling that you smell divine. Yeah, like this good luck you got on your side. But yeah, how are you shocking others with your glow up? Okay. You're tending to yourself. This is how you're shocking others. Like, they expect you to sit up here and serve and serve and serve. Yeah. You got Taurus here. You got some Aries here. Water energy as well. Yeah, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. They just expect you to serve and serve and serve with no end in sight, it looks like. Yeah, they want you to be fixed. They want you to just be stubborn and hold up like a placeholder for them almost. They see you as a perfectionist, manipulative in a way, ambitious, exacting, possessive. You're so focused on your work home balance, and it's causing them to be on an imbalance because they're used to you being their day ones, or just someone that's always going to be a yes man or a yes woman. They see that you're self-focused, shallow, and it's causing a lot of jealousy. And I'm not saying it's coming from your side. You just was like, I'm just going to be me regardless here. Yeah. It's got people in their head and wanting to know what you about to come up with. Yeah, it's leaving a lot of unpredictable energy between you and others here. Lacking energy or experience controlling, tyrannical, because they want to control your time. They don't want you to be self-focused here. Ruthless, boorish energy here. Yeah, I really feel like for you, Pile 2, you attract a lot of these type of people because they don't want you to see the possibilities here. 31 in numerology is 4. You're building something. And it's gonna go global here. Globe, possibilities. You're building something that's gonna go global. And I really feel like you may have a lot of people of different type of cultures, ethnicities, races around you that just they never saw that you would be such a big personality here. I'm sensing Wendy Williams when I'm thinking about that. About that type of energy. Like she's such a huge personality that she spawned so many people here on YouTube doing similar things like she is. Yeah, she was the pioneer, Aries, of all of this. Yeah. Yeah, she was adaptable. She adapted to everything. It takes guts to do gossip type of commentary here, and and talk about people's lives that you don't directly know. And I'm pretty sure Wendy Williams knew a lot of those people personally, but most of them she didn't. And so it took a lot of guts to get in there and be spy. I'm here at espionage. What? Get out of here. No, but I really feel like people like to spy on you because they see that you do a lot of things in private. It's not that you're trying to get away with something like they're saying that you're manipulative in some kind of way. No, you're just tending to yourself. You need to figure out your own security instead of trying to figure out everybody else. It almost makes me feel like Pile 1 was a precursor to this one. Yeah, but you're just tending to yourself, and it's causing you good luck here. Good luck, the Wheel of Fortune. Good luck. The wheel is turning in your favor, bring a fortunate opportunity or destined connection here. Destiny, cycles, fate, change, karma your way. You're a fixed sign. It feels like you're a fixed sign. You could definitely be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in any placement here. And the spirit is saying, yeah, definitely look at your rising. You could be an earth rising, because it makes me feel like, because the Wheel of Fortune upright is up. It's upright. It's upright. So yeah, you're rising, especially if you have an earth rising. And the fact that I have Taurus here, you could be a Taurus rising. That things are falling in your lap in the right way because this is the harvest season for you. You planted positive seeds of trying to keep things in balance, trying to be fair with others. And then you figured out, hey, there's some people that's trying to manipulate my energy and they think I'm unpredictable. They're trying to be tyrannical in my life and I have to break free. So this is how you're shocking people with your glow up, is that you took your power back. Yeah, and you become self-made here. Ooh, I love it. Independent success, overcoming odds, creating your own path, built from nothing. This could be a literal, you're building a business from nothing, from scratch, from your mental. Yeah. Yeah, and also you're just taking your power back. You don't have to go to all the parties. You don't have to be in someone's presence all the time. You find your own personal energy just as inviting, and probably more so, that you don't have to people please. You don't have to do any of that. Feeling Libra energy, or like I said, I felt cardinal energy. The Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn energy. Like you're just trying to adapt to what you can to actually make your money, to provide for your family and whatever, whatnot. But I feel like after a while, you really feel like it's kind of nitty gritty out there. You know, a lot of jealous energy, shallowness out there. So you was like, let me just go on back home and balance myself out. And there's nothing wrong with that. You should definitely be like, okay, I have to do my shadow work. This is probably not for me. I need to go ahead and come back home to myself. You know, we all need to do shadow work. And some people think they're done with it, or they've already crossed that passage. But it comes in ebbs and flows, like the karmic wheel here, the wheel of fortune. It comes in ebbs and flows. You'll have a season where you're on top, and then other seasons you won't be on top. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, you are self-made. So if you fall down, you know how to get right back up. Your hint card, HINT, is Venus in the 3rd house, Gemini. I think your thoughts can take you any and everywhere. I'm telling you, whatever you think of, that's what you'll manifest. So always be careful. And for you all, Pile 2, you don't look back. No looking back. Peaceful, tactful, emotionally expressive, convincing, changing moods, wordplay, cultured, talent for music, art, and writing, flirtatious, can be mean, can't stay put. You are a sapiophile. You hear that? Loving to express yourself through impressive words and word pictures. If you get bored in a relationship, you move on and never look back. And that's really you. Like, for real. If something is not making sense to you, I'm telling you, Pile 1's a precursor to this one. You should definitely go back and look at it to get the full picture of what I'm saying here. But yeah, if a relationship is not looking like what it should be looking like, you know, if you check out Pile 1, you'll know what I'm talking about. Then you leave. You don't look back. There's no reason for you to look back. That person obviously is not for you. They're showing their hand on how tyrannical they are. They lack the energy and experience that you need to grow. And right now you're in the self-made energy, Pile 2. This is how you're shocking others with your glow up. You realize something about yourself. You're worth the fight. Venus energy, especially Taurus and Libra, they're about what they value, what is valuable. Especially if Taurus is in your 1st house. In your 1st house, that means you value yourself more than you do someone else's validation. You know what I'm saying? Please go back to Pile 1. I feel like they're connected. Yeah. And people have actually asked me why do I cut people off like the way I do? And it's not that I just cut you off all of a sudden. I've been watching, I've been observing, I've been analyzing. Pile 1, definitely go back and check that one out. I've been analyzing, and I really feel like I'm always doing that checkpoint. Pile 1, go back and check that out to see if I'm in right alignment. And if I feel like you are looking different than what I would actually go into, that means I'm out of alignment somewhere and it's time for me to pull my energy back. Yeah, so I really feel like for you all, Pile 2, you do the same thing. You don't stick around bad news, low vibrational people. You just don't do it. For what reason? Oh, yeah, you learned your lessons here. Page of Pentacles, ambitious, diligent, goal-oriented, planner, consistent, star student, studious, grounded, loyal, faithful, and dependable. You lean on yourself here because you've been taught many lessons of why you shouldn't be codependent. It doesn't work out for you. I'm telling you, it just doesn't work out. I really feel like for this file, you've had to leave many relationships because they just did not work out for you. And if you chose the picture, if you were drawn to this picture, then you know that this person of this picture is from a culture that's highly codependent on a lot of things here. If you see through the context of what I'm saying here, and even if it's not just from there, it could be similar, like India or some other rich culture that community is such a big thing. But if the community has a little bit of corruption, then what do you do? What do you do? And I really feel like for you all, you're not afraid because this looks like an Asian lady. I'm not for sure. But yeah, Yeah, if something is not making sense to you, you definitely don't mind crossing the globe, crossing some other type of culture or ethnicity or whatever to learn about that culture, crossing the line, not in a negative way, not in a disrespectful way, but to understand who people are, whether you got to connect on the World Wide Web to get to know other people from other cultures, to see what they're about, where they come from, so you can understand their culture, if it'd be a nice place to relocate. Because I'm hearing astrocatastrophe. Dang, can I speak? You know what I'm talking about. You know, relocating. Relocating to another location that may be more of a fit, a soul aligned fit here. practicalnotionsmedia.com. I'm going into some things there. So yeah, follow me. Yeah, so definitely, if you feel like astrocartography, I'm not saying that right, but you know what I mean. It's about relocating, taking your astrological markers and understanding what is more abundant to you, where you should be living, that will cause more abundance and more soul aligned work and relationships and business. You know what I'm saying? If you've never been married, maybe you should move somewhere where you would be more aligned relationship wise, you know? Yeah, so, but really what I'm getting at with my direction with Practical Notions Media is for you to understand yourself. It's not about me, oh, let's go throw it's not about me reading an astrological chart of that nature. It's about me pointing you in the right direction so you can do it yourself, and it'll be so easy. You'll be like, oh dang, I should have known this all along. This is just like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like learning your alphabet, you know, what comes next. Yeah. So yeah, all of the natal charts and spiritual tools are so important. But the way I'm going to come at this is going to be super easy, to where you're like, dang, how did I move without this? Yeah. Soul aligned work, soul aligned movements. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like for you, that's what you're doing too. Because you're coming self-made. You're going to be known for something. And you're going to start smiling again. If someone knocked your smile upside down, you're going to be smiling again. It's about that time. Look at her. She's in France somewhere. You know, she found a place that actually celebrated her. Yeah, go where you're celebrated. This is what Spirit is saying. Go where you're celebrated. Go where you're celebrated. And not tolerated. Okay, you got the King of Wands, the shot caller. Yes, I am the shot caller. This is your energy here. Yeah. Leadership, vision, big picture, taking control, daring decisions, boldness, optimism. Look at that plane. I'm telling you, you're not afraid to get on the board and travel wherever you need to go, whoever you have to network with in order to accomplish the goals that you find are important to you and where you want to go to become self-made. And be that shining example of, you don't have to stay in a certain situation that's dimming your light, you know? Ooh, and guess what? You're going to have success on this road. 6 of Wands, success, victory, triumph, rewards, recognition, praise, acclaim, pride. This is how you're shocking people. You're stepping out of your fear, out of your comfort zone to do something so bold and daring that's actually going to help you. And you're doing it by following the steps, spiritual steps here. The High Priestess, unconscious intuition, mystery, spirituality, higher power, inner voice. Your inner voice is guiding you. You could be a mystic. You could be a reader. You could be a psychic. I know. You could be all of these things that speak to the mysteries of life. And it's going to do you well. This is what I'm telling you, Pile 2. It's going to do you so well. Yeah, so what you're doing may not be common to other people. You may have to create a whole new category of a job or a career or something for you in order for you to get into alignment, in order for you to actually make moves with the globe here, to really discover the real possibilities of who you're destined to be, your higher self. Your higher self is waiting for you. It's waiting for you to take notice. Yeah. Okay, message in a bottle. Message in a bottle. What do you want to say, Spirit? Ooh, new friends. Yeah. Where is this at? Okay. I don't know, but it looks neat. Supportive and fulfilling friends are coming. Be open. Step out of your comfort zone. Didn't I just say that? Step out of your comfort zone. Show appreciation. 22. You're a master builder here. You're building something so unique that is actually going to really cause you to be the ultimate networker, the ultimate friend. You're just going to build a whole new network. Whatever you lost, you're going to get back times 10. Yeah. I'm telling you, and it's going to cause you good health here. 4, good health. Vitality, well-being, get a second opinion, healing abilities, rest and recovery, prioritize self-care, stay consistent and patient, monitor. Yeah, it's time for you to monitor who's around you, because if you're feeling lethargic, lack of energy, or you feel like you're not experienced with something because someone is gaslighting you and love bombing you, that's a problem. So yeah, Spirit is saying you need to constantly monitor who's in your energy here for your good health. Yeah, your healing is a priority. It should take a priority because you have healing abilities. I'm telling you, you may be a high priest or a high priestess here. All right, so if this resonates with you, how are you shocking others with your glow up? You realize who you are. What's the top priority? What should be focused on now? Your top priority is you. You're tending to yourself because you've had to experience unpredictable people who tried to hijack your energy and gaslight you. And you have such huge high potential here. Your higher self is wanting to grow you, and only way that can happen is if you let go of the negativity and low vibrational people. All right, and those looking shocked is the low vibrational people. They can't go with you. All right, because you got so many victories ahead of you. You got the wheel of fortune in your favor. All right. You're welcome to review pile 1. I suggest you do as a precursor to this one, or move with me to pile 3. If this resonates with you, please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to continue to design and or create a life that makes sense to you, because that's the only way you're going to be happy. I'm so glad you joined me, pile 2. I really do. Thank you again, and you take care. Hey, pile 3. Last but not least, let me spray some Rootaroo. Okay, how did I name that? How are you shocking others with your glow up? You know, it's harvest season, autumn. So how are you shocking others with your glow up? Okay. Look like a lot of people have the strings attached to you type of energy. Like, okay, you do for me. I'm going to do, yeah. Things that grip you, the shadow self, materialism, restriction, obsession, addiction, and yes, especially sexually and sexual, you know what I'm talking about. SEX soul ties. Yeah, Capricorn energy, Capricorn Saturn energy here. So yeah, they try to, yeah, strings attached, like having you triangulated with other relationships, third parties. That's what I'm seeing, because right after it, I'm singing. Ooh, did you meet somebody through some type of a music scene or club energy? This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing air, Cancer here, and also mutable energy here, cardinal energy, and that is Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, Libra here. But yeah, it seems like you've become emotionally stable, balanced. You've mastered your emotions here with this energy here. Emotionally balanced, heart-centered, kind-hearted, understanding, highly intuitive, self-aware. Oh, that rings back to pile 1. You may want to check that out. Diplomatic, artistic, psychic and feeling. So you definitely check the room, you check the temperature within, because yeah, a lot of these souls that you've been dealing with, these relationships, these interactions have been highly disruptive in your life. 41 is 5. That's change, big changes. Yeah. And causing you to free yourself from a lot of things, because 5 is about freedom. It's that middle of the road, the crossroads. And so yeah, I'm hearing Bone Thugs and Harmony, meet me at the crossroads. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. But it's about freeing yourself from these strings attached type of relationships. It causes disruption. You may have experienced a lot of catalysts in your life. You may have been the catalyst. This is how you're shocking others with your glow up. You may have been the catalyst in many other people being stuck in terrible toxic relationships, and you freed them. And it's followed by restoration. This is the 4 of Swords. And every time I see the 4 of Swords, I always think the ancestors have arrived, because they put you to sleep so they can take over. Take this time to withdraw and recharge. Healing happens in stillness. And it says rest, recuperation, rejuvenation. I always feel like the ancestors are taking over here. And you see the picture here where it looks like Jesus is blessing this young man. Like, I'm taking over. Don't worry. I'm taking over. And so yeah, I always associate this with the ancestors. Yeah, I do. So yeah, you've definitely had to cut out a lot of people who have been disrupting your energy here. And the way you're doing it is through your emotions. You've become emotionally strong and highly intuitive. So you know what's coming, the breadcrumbing. You know what that looks like now. You're highly self-aware of what's happening around you. You're giving minimal attention, keeping options open, vague promises, never committing fully to things, because you know when something's awry, and your ancestors are helping you every step of the way here. And it's followed by your hint card, HINT, Neptune in the 3rd house, Gemini, I think. And you know Gemini is one of those smart ones. I'm telling you, genius level. Multitask and always aware. They got this 2 heads, better than 1 type of energy. Yeah, connected to the collective mind. So you know to what's up. Absent-minded, big picture, charming, entertaining, thinks with head and heart, wild imagination, poets and songwriters, innate wisdom, often late, big dreams. You feel alienated because your mind functions and processes differently. When you struggle to connect with others, use poetry or songwrite. Oh, then I was saying singing. Met in the club, you sing or something. Yeah, so this confirms it. Okay, so when you're stuck, go back to the songs in your head. Like, sometimes you hear me channel through songs here, of course. Well, pretty much most of my readings are, I hear a song and I'm telling you about it. This is what I'm hearing from this song. It's a channel. So yeah, I really feel like for this pile, you do the same thing. It's a song puts you back into a space and time where you're like, okay, I couldn't figure out what was going on here. You were being breadcrumbed, of course. You couldn't figure out what was going on, and there was a lot of strings attached, because that's what I came out the gate with. That's what it was, and you had to change course because your freedom, 41 numerology is 5, was on the line. You had to change course. You had to make those changes. You had to be that catalyst in your situation. Okay, and what else, Spirit? Ooh, okay. Okay, we got 2 of them. Okay, one more. Then we'll read the bottom of the deck. One more. Ooh, okay. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles. So you're balancing things, balancing resources at adaptation, resourcefulness, flexibility, stretching resources. Yeah. Ooh, okay. You're balancing things. So you figured it out. Whatever you have to do to get away from a toxic situation, you found a way. And you're in balancing mode, juggling mode, but you're in this. It's better in this state than to be strung along, breadcrumbed by somebody who really had bad intentions for you. Yeah, and things that kept you codependent to things. You know what I'm saying? Pile 1, yeah, definitely. I'm saying pile 2 and pile 2. I told them to go back to pile 1, so I'm thinking it's a precursor for both pile 2 and 3. Okay, So you've gotten the, you've received, let me say that, you received the clarity, breakthrough, new ideas, concentration, vision, force, focus, truth that you needed with the Ace of Swords. You're cutting the BS out because it doesn't make sense anymore. It doesn't make sense to hold these strings attached type of relationships that breadcrumb you. And you're riding in, yeah, with that Knight of Pentacles. Practical, reliable, efficient, stoic. Yeah, you keeping that stoic face while they play in your face. Yeah, while those people who try to keep you, string you along with these strings attached, breadcrumbing you, gaslighting you, love bombing you. You're being stoic about it. You're showing up stoic because you have plans to change. You're changing the game right in front of their plate. Right in front of their face. Why was I about to say Flavor Flav? Oh yeah, a mess. I'm telling you. Flavor Flav. I don't know what the heck. I don't know. Public enemy number one. Maybe people think that you're that because you switched up on them. You switched up the game. You're slow and steady, hardworking, committed, patient, and conservative. You're that. And I even see a plane here too. So yeah, you could be related to Pile too. That you're not going to stay with the same old culture, ethnicity, race, or whatever that's keeping you stuck down or you know, that's not allowing you to grow and see other things around you. You know what I'm saying? You're changing, and it's a good thing. You've received clarity about your new direction because you're highly intuitive. Your understanding your understanding of your self-awareness has caused you to move differently here, away from these toxic relationships. Yeah, and it's followed by balance, peace, patience, moderation, calm, tranquility, harmonies, serenity. Yeah, you've come into your place of peace here. I'm seeing someone that's like relaxing on the beach, or you know, finally able to retire the way you want to. Maybe you're doing bouts of retirement. You work several weeks or whatever, and then you go on a hiatus for a little bit, or maybe you created some kind of a system to where you earn money while you sleep. I think that's a form of semi-retirement too, that you don't have to go out and pave the ground or sweat by your brow or do hard labor in order to make your money here. And you don't have to be in such a degrading situation to get your money. You know what I'm saying, with the strings attached. And I know some people may be like, why are you always down on marriage? I'm not. Actually, I think marriage is beneficial to those who are in their right standing, who have done their shadow work, and who's coming into the relationship in the right way. But for those who are not, it can be a downfall for you, and it can cause you so much traumatic issues here. So yeah, healing that inner wound that caused this mess to happen. I think that really is in pile one. Go back and check it out. We'll do you a great deal of good. So you can see, you have that marker there to see, okay, this is not feel like where I want to go, the soul line agreement I made with my higher self, then I'm cutting you loose. I'm not looking back. That was in pile two. So yeah, for you all, you are definitely coming into a better time ahead. If you were really struggling with a toxic relationship that you were having a hard time cutting off, something is going to happen. I'm telling you, you are that catalyst for change, and something is going to come about to where, yeah, it's going to be apparent that you're going to have to move on. Yeah, or you may meet somebody that could be that catalyst for you, that could actually show you the way. Yeah, because you know, those earth angels, they'll show you the way to get up out of a touchy situation, a sticky situation. Yeah, and the message in the bottle. Yeah, you are shocking people by how you up and left, and are you preparing to leave? Because once they see that where you're going, or what you're doing to balance your resources to get away from this issue, this toxic situation, they're gonna be shocked because they never thought you would be able to break the chains of these strings attached. They thought you would never leave. They thought you would never change your mind. They thought you were forever with them, stuck like glue. Yeah. What song? Who was singing that? It's a country song, Stuck Like Glue. Who was that? I don't know. Leave leave the song below if you know. But it's a country song, Stuck Like Glue. Yeah, someone thought you would never leave. Yeah, you proved them wrong and everybody else around them. I'm feeling like it's a community that was shocked. Yeah, because we got collective mind here. Your hint card, H-I-N-T, connected to the collective mind. It's a community that was shocked that they didn't know you would leave. They didn't even think you would ever leave. Ooh, this is strong energy. Okay, you found yourself, pile 3. Congratulations. Let me put this down and clap. You found yourself, and that person played themselves. Okay, message in the bottle. Oh, yeah, your stability is right around the corner. Oh, and you learned a lot here. Look at this. Look at this. 24 and 25. Look, steps ordered. Check out pile 1. 24-6 here. Stability. Stability is strengthening. Create balance. Reflect on past successes. Set achievable goals. Be adaptable. And I see that you're working with your resources. You're looking to see what you can balance out here and there. And because it looks like you had to leave some things behind in order for you to cut these strings attached here. Yeah, with this Ace of Swords, we got the clarity you needed to move on with the 25 here, and that is a 7 here. You got the knowledge, psychic knowledge, spiritual knowledge, a soul aligned knowledge. practicalnotionsmedia.com. Yeah, follow me there. I have a free gift for you too. Yeah. Knowledge, the acceleration of intellectual growth. Seek feedback. Back to school, network, self-discipline, good habits. And that sense a lot of people here are picking up other things to do. Like you may have a hobby that you're trying to learn more about how to navigate it, or you may you have an idea of what maybe a business idea, and you're trying to figure out, okay, so how can I manifest this? I really sense a lot of people here getting additional certifications, joining groups, networking groups, so they can actually understand and learn their next moves in business here. Because when I'm seeing the 2 of Pentacles, it means you're, and especially with this Knight of Pentacles, you want to nurture something that's actually going to land you a big payday eventually. Yeah, so okay, I see you, pile 3. Yeah, how are you shocking others with your glow up? They never thought you would leave, pile 3. They thought they had you wrapped up under their big thumb, like you just gonna stay there under their big thumb wrapped around their finger. Yeah, but you proved them wrong stoically. If that's a word. Yeah, you kept that same boring face, if that's what they were saying, because some people say I have an intimidating face sometimes, especially when I'm in deep thought. But no, I just try to remain stoic and just never show what is really going on. And I really feel like that is the beginning of emotional master here with the King of Cups. So yeah, that's how you're shocking people, is with your intuitive nudges to move you through. You either are the catalyst, or you have met somebody that's a catalyst that's going to help you break free from these chains of these strings attached, the devil energy. All right, so if this resonates with you, please like, comment, and subscribe. You're welcome to check out piles 1 and 2, and I really highly suggest pile 1, to be honest. The Rebel. Yeah, and please continue to design or create a life that makes sense to you, because that is the only way you're going to be happy. Yeah, I'm so glad you joined me. This concludes your #Tarot Monday. You can also join me. I know I come on here once a week, but join me on Practical Notions Media. I have a free gift there for you. Yeah, check it out. practicalnotionsmedia.com. Yeah. All right, and thank you for all the newcomers, the casual watchers, and the day ones. You know I love you so much. Yes, I do. All right, thanks again, and I'll see you on the next Pick a Card reading. You take care.